Pushing my arm, I can wait till the
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steel.
If I sleep on my woes,
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jade was stolen from me while I was delivering it. And if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
My feet always take me here.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
And quiet.
I end up feeling weary even after this day of rest.
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
Have you heard the rumors? The residents of a small village to the north are said to have perished overnight. There was no warning, no apparent cause, but one morning they were all discovered dead. Every last one. Of course, such rumors are best taken with a grain of salt. Some peddler might have made it up to increase sales.
Let me be, would you?
Beg pardon, sir. I mustn't be distracted.
Pray, sir, seek out the Jadeite orb for me. As for where to look, you could try asking a bandit, or someone who's apprised of illicit dealings. Might not be easy getting them to talk, mind.
Have you come from Vernworth? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep. But no longer. Since a few days past, Skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it? Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked what he was doing with it, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this. Could it be aught's befallen the cenotaph? I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. If I cannot dissuade you from pressing onward, perhaps you'd consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it. Could it be aught's... If I cannot dissuade you...
Let me be.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature...
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Further exploration will gain us little, save tired. Methinks it would be better to seek out an area.
Goblins, Master!
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
Tis not tonight, but you are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
What I remember! The wolves! How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report our results? Let us deliver the lad to Sir Morris forthwith. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. Sunset draws near.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Need anything? Times change, but there's always coin to be made. I enjoy this work. Keeps me on my toes. Many thanks.
Got to keep it together. Got to keep it together.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding.
An achievement to be proud of.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.